Hello. Hi. Good morning. Hey, Jeannie. Thanks so much for popping in. Dana's here and ready. Woohoo!
Hey!
Woohoo! So whoops. I was just, it hasn't quite gone live yet. Now we've got the commercial. That's the bad thing now is there's a commercial before I can get it, before you can get into the live now. Didn't
Yeah,
have that before. At least
those
I don't think it.
commercials.
Hey, Nana Michelle. Hi. Listening and lurking, drinking your water and your tea. Good job.
Hey, my buddy.
Hey, Yarn Barf. Good morning.
Missy!
Woohoo. I've still got the ad running on mine, so I can't see. When we set these lives up and I'm, in front of the camera and such, or camera, the computer, and it looks different than it looks to you guys on your actual live. So I always look to see if the light's okay and all of that kind of stuff. I worry about that. So,
Yeah.
but it always is better than.
Oh, gosh. I need to put that light back that way. I forget to do that.
Well, I found.
Oh, darn. I forgot to turn my lights on behind me. Let me do that.
Sure, absolutely. Good morning, Carol. I picked this little ring light up. I've been saying for weeks, I need to get a ring light. And,
There we go.
they're expensive, like everything. And I'll be danged if I didn't find this thing at a clearance in Walmart for $5. And I had it sitting over here on my desk since we went on our trip in April, or I guess that was May. And I never took it out of the box. And the other day when I was rearranging, I found the thing. Oh, let's see what this looks like. And it works great. So $5 for my ring light. My $5.
Love a good deal. My daughter bought my stand that's a ring light. So I don't know how much she paid for it, but that's my eldest daughter, and her husband has been one of my biggest fans. He bought me my Chromebook. He's so excited about it.
That is wonderful.
I know, right?
Oh, we got a raid. Hi, Triple C raid. Nice. Welcome in.
Who is it? Oh, it's Dana, Triple C.
Or Oreo Mouse is here.
Yep, I was in Dana's earlier, and I told him I was going to be with you this morning.
Hey, Blind Stitches. Good morning.
Arshaliba.
Yeah, Max is joining in on the fun. He wants me to move this paper so that he can get up on I'm in his way. Yes, I'm in his way.
Dog.
Oh no, yeah, can you see his little face? There's his little face.
Oh.
His little face. Come up here. There's room for you. Nope, you just want loves. Okay.
Everybody wanted to see my kitty. He's a Turkish Angora kitty. He's huge.
Oh,
he's a big pile of white fluff.
Nice.
But I kitty sit for them every once in a while, and sometimes he comes over here. Sometimes I go over there, and folks will say, "Bring him over here so we can see him." And I'm like, you know how cats are. It's got to be his idea. I don't go trying to pick this cat up. He's all kind of loving until you try to go putting hands on him like that. And then he will bite and scratch.
Yeah. You are shedding all over. Yes, you are. Good morning, Jeannie. God's Girls Creations. Crojo, I just sent you an email. Good morning, everybody.
Come on.
I hope so.
I bet you will.
I hope so. So, good morning, everybody.
Hey, Jeannie. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. As you can see, we've got Miss D with us from Knit, Purl and Squirrel with Granny D. Oh, thank you, Crojo. I wanted to let you guys know, I apologize for if you're lurking, if you're not able to comment. In order to avoid the spammers, we've got, there's some pretty bad spammers out there that say some really bad things. So in order to help avoid that, we've got it set so you have to subscribe, and it's only 1 minute, so you can be a brand new subscriber and then get in there and comment. But that the reason for that is to avoid the spammers. We had quite a run of that last week, so
they have been making the round.
They have, and that's one way to help take care of that problem. And
that's such a good tip, because I never even thought of doing that.
And I got that from Crystal, Miss Crystal, from Crazy Yarn and Cat Lady, Crazy Yarn Cat Lady Crystal.
We know. Crystal with a K. Crystal,
yeah. Max is so loving on me, he's going to knock my table over. Mm-hmm. Hey, good morning, Susan. So she was inundated with it, and she figured out that by setting that, it makes it so that the bots can't get in, or at least not as easy. So anyway, that's the only reason we have that there. Because I don't serve for subscribers ever. If you want to subscribe because you enjoy my channel, then I absolutely welcome you. But
even for giveaways, I don't require that there. And I used to do that because I thought that was what you did. That's what I heard everybody doing. And actually, Dana, Wonderless Dana, set us right on that. And I'm like, oh, that makes things a lot easier, because when you have giveaways, then you can't, be excited right away because you got to go check something. I'm like,
yeah, it's actually against the YouTube rules to do that. They've got
I didn't know that.
Most people don't pay any attention to. Miss Dana, boy, she keeps us in line. She's always keeping us in line.
And I'm glad.
No kidding.
Because I need somebody. I am not a manual type reader, a rules reader.
Yep, just agree.
Just tell me what I'm supposed to do, and I'll be glad to do it.
Exactly. Okay, so now that we've had our good mornings, let's get to talking with Miss Granny. So, Granny D, what got you started on YouTube?
Well, I was everybody's, well, not everybody, but I did get around to lots of people's channels and lots of chats, and a lot of people knew me and I knew them, and they knew me by my D Thompson name, which is why my channel has Thompson at the very end, because Granny D Thompson. Now I could probably take the Thompson away, but
probably everybody knows Granny D.
But they, we knew each other because we were live chat hoppers. But I watched a lot of folks, but Seta was one that I really, really enjoyed and still do. She's such a love, but I always say she either gets the blame or the credit for me starting my channel. So she encouraged not only me, but a lot of folks. And I said, why not? My mom had passed, and I was on YouTube all the time anyway. So I just jumped in, and I don't recall ever being nervous. I had a lot of train wrecks. I still do. But what shows a lot of times, the shows. But I'm for entertainment. Hey, I'm just I show collections. I have bag collections, yarn collections. Every once in a while, I actually get something done, and everybody will be floored. What? But I'm here for kicks and giggles, and I enjoy it so much. I enjoyed it before I started, and I'm enjoying it even more now that I have. And, meet some of the most wonderful folks, wonderfully talented, but just wonderful. We have kindred spirits. Right. The yarn kind of binds us together.
Like Miss
But not only that, now I'm, because of Dana and some other folks, meeting some people in other, homesteading, like that world. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've made some very, very good friends off of this. And I've, we were talking on our Saturday live that I have actually had my channel for 4 years, and it's literally just been the last 6 or 7 months that it's grown. And But I've been
Well, a lot of people don't understand that if you have an account, that's your channel.
Right.
But I've actually just started the Yarny stuff May 17th of 2019.
Yep, 2019. That's when mine started. It was July, 4th of July. I was telling the story the other day. I can remember sitting in the backyard with the grands, the 8-year-old kids going, "Grandma, all you do is this."
Yeah.
Look, I started
my oldest granddaughter will be my oldest granddaughter, Bella, we call her Bells. It's really Arabella, but she was what I called my manager back then, because I'm saying, Bella, how you do this? How you do that?
Yep. It's they were giving me a bad time because I actually took a class on how to do YouTube channel, and they're like, "What do you mean you took a class? You just do this and this?"
Yeah.
No, dear, there's a little bit more to it than that, but but yeah, I don't have grands around for the most part to show me.
Well, my grands live in Florida, and I'm in North Carolina, so I only get to see them about twice a year.
Yeah.
But we FaceTime. Thank God for that.
Yeah. With technology these days, you can talk to them, you can FaceTime them, it seems like they're there all the time.
Just called me. She just FaceTimed me. Was it yesterday or day before? She had just gotten her hair cut. It was really long, and now it's about like this.
Oh, nice.
But I thought, how sweet that she thought of me to call me. But we did just go on family vacay together. Every summer we go to Gatlinburg together on my brother's dime. He loves it. He pays for all of us. It's himself and 5 girls, me, my 2 girls, and my 2 grandgirls.
That's wonderful.
We have a great time. And I mean, 2 hotel rooms and all the dinner shows and stuff. And he doesn't scrimp. We go out to nice restaurants and stuff. But that's what he loves to do. And I just love him to death. I'd love him even if he didn't do that. But he lives right. I can see his house out my window.
Oh, wow. Good.
We both have come full circle. Well, he didn't get married till after he was 50, and it lasted all of 3 years. I was married for almost 23 years. But I bought the mobile home. I'm in the backyard, his backyard. Well, our backyard, because now that our parents are gone, we own the land and everything together. But we just get along great. Hasn't always been like that. When we were kids, he would like to choke me to death, and I fully deserved it. But we get along great now, and I just love him to death, and he loves me too. So that's great.
Good. That's good. Yeah, I don't have much interaction. I've got 2 brothers, but I don't really have much. Neither one of them live anywhere near me, and sometimes we'll go through spurts where we talk all the time. Another time I'll go a year without. I'll send them a happy birthday thing, and that's the end of that. Yeah. And of course, since Mom has passed, that's even more sporadic now. Before, at least it was, don't forget it's your mother's birthday. Don't forget it's Mother's Day. Don't forget to tell your mother Happy Christmas, because
that was the thing that bound you together.
Yep. It's so funny. I tell people, I am the matriarch of our family now, so it doesn't make any difference. Nobody cares. Nobody is impressed. Nobody is impressed.
Well, and I bought this mobile home back in the year of our Lord, 1986. It was like forever ago. But I was the wild child, and my brother was the golden child. He did nothing wrong and stayed home and just, he didn't do much. But
that was me.
I was the baby, and I was the tell them what they want to hear and go do what you want to do, girlfriend. And boy, I was such a 70s hippie and just did whatever. But I came home pregnant with my lovely first child, Lindsay. She is a love, and she's the mom of my 2 granddaughters they're down in Florida now. But so I came home pregnant, and my parents got really close to her, and she was more like my little sister than my own child. You know, after I got my teaching job and everything, I wanted to have my own space. So, you know, and I was talking about moving out and, you know, either buying something, renting something, whatever. And I could tell it just killed my parents, even though I wasn't going to go far away.
Right.
But so I said, well, why don't I just get a mobile home and move in the backyard? You know, that'll be my little space, but yeah, still be right here. And thank you, Jesus, cause how did I know? The Lord knew. He just knows stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There we don't. And so when my marriage broke apart, then I did rent for 3 years. And we were renting this place. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't available for me to move into, or I would have done that. But then when it did become available, the time was right for me to come back over here. And Dad had passed, but Mom was still living. So that made it good for me to be, you know, close to her too. So
Right.
Stuff happens like it's supposed to.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. No kidding. It's really amazing how sometimes things fall into place that you think you would never consider, and it ends up being the exact right situation.
Right, and I look back. I try not to do a whole lot of looking back because I do have a whole lot of regrets, but I don't focus on those because, like I say, I feel like stuff happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Stuff happens for a reason. Yeah. I know. I finally got. It's been so hot. Still, we're just getting the heat wave that everybody else had last week. It's been 103, 104 here. But
that is
first
crazy,
thing in the morning,
isn't it? You're that far away up north, and it's like crazy. But do you have the humidity? I wouldn't think you would.
Not so bad. The other day when I looked, it was 50% humidity, so that's not nearly as bad.
Still kind of crazy for that far up north, isn't it?
Yeah. But so
here in North Carolina, it's like, oh my gosh. And even the mountains, when we went to Gatlinburg, it's just as hot and humid there as here.
Yeah. Well, I keep all the windows, you know, open in the mornings, get the airflow through. And then I sit here and freeze because I like it hot. But just right this second, it's finally starting to warm up enough for me. I've got a blanket over my lap. Look at this. I got a big old blanket on. I got my heavy sweater. You'd think it was.
Wow, girl.
So yeah, it's 68 right now, and I'm just like, I need a parka.
I keep my AC usually set on 74, and sometimes I'll turn it up to 75 because I'm on the other side of what Mama called the Coliseum. She done been through the Coliseum.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So, Granny, how did you pick your name? It's kind of an unusual name.
Well, that girl I was just talking about, my firstborn, Lindsay. You know, when I first started, I was just Dee Thompson. Again, people knew me by that name, and I was, you know, one of my first videos. I'm like, I got to think of a name. I can't just be Dee Thompson, or that's, you know, how boring is that? And my child knows how I do have ADD. I was diagnosed with it. When I taught my poor kids, before I got medicated, I was just as squirrely, if not more so than I am now. And that's my squirrels. It's my brain squirrel. So it was going to be a knitting channel, but then I met all these lovely crocheters, and I knew how to crochet, but I just didn't do a whole lot. And really with knit, I haven't challenged myself to. I'm kind of give me something mindless to do. I don't care if it's the same thing I've done 50 million times. So I just not. I'm doing a do-rag right now as we're talking. It's a very simple, just a little triangular shape that, well, we'll talk about that probably later. But anyway, yeah, I got plenty of squirrels, and folks know, and I'll say stuff like, oh, yeah, and let me tell you, and then somebody will come in the room and I'll start talking to them. Never get back to that unless somebody guides me back to it. And I might remember it. But I probably won't.
Might remember, might not.
And hey, I've tried to get my doc to get me back on my meds, but he says it won't jive with some of the other meds I'm on. I'm like, I'm almost to the point of, let's take me off that other med. I gotta have something. This is crazy.
Oh, I was just when you showed me your knitting just now, I was gonna see if I could reach over here in the mess.
Yeah, I have a few do-rags finished, but
Look at my sock.
girl, I want to learn to do that so bad. I've been
this
saying
is the worst.
Ever.
This is the worst sock in the history of knitting.
But it's your first. And you're doing it.
I am doing it.
Who are you learning from?
Well, I took a class from a local yarn shop, and this poor lady
was
dealing with me to start with, and then she got COVID in the middle of it.
Oh,
and so
no.
she was sick, and she's got COVID brain. I've got COVID brain, and I'm knitting left-handed, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So halfway through this sock, I decide to switch from left-handed to right-handed knitting, and I did it. So now I'm
That's great that you are able to do that.
And now I'm knitting right-handed, and things are going much better. But this is literally just, it is the worst sock.
I wanted to try to do it on the little 9 or 12-inch needles.
That's what I want to do. I'm not loving
because doing it with DPNs, or even you look like you're using several circulars.
No, it's just one. It's just this big old long circular.
Oh, it's the magic loop.
The magic loop, and I don't love it because it's really pulling on the stitches.
Yeah,
but I'm told it gets better as you go, and I'm sure it does. But this is the second I'm done, I'm ripping this thing and doing it again. It is one big mistake, but I'm doing it. This has been a lifelong goal for me.
I have gotten where I've done like it's not my Lord, I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
But these little do-rags, I bought the book Knit, Pray, and Share, which it's not an affiliate link or anything, but Kelly's Crochet Adventures introduced that book to us, and she got the author on something. Lisa Hennessy is her name. But she came on, I know once, maybe more than that, and she was in the chat more, but that's the very first project in that very knitter beginner friendly book.
Okay.
And it's not only got wonderful projects, but each project has scripture and a prayer with it.
Nice.
And you could, my thought was to, and maybe that's what it was intended to also, was to write that out or type it up and attach it to the do-rags that I sent. This is one, it's just is a triangular shape. It's a little longer on this so that you can tie it up. Let me show you. I made a couple of red, white, and blue ones before the 4th. And this is, I love Cotton Fair, Premier's Cotton Fair. And I think this is a 4-weight, but using a 2-weight is a great way. Even a 3-weight would be okay, but I think 4 is a little much. When you go to trying to tie it, it gets kind of back there.
I can see a 3 or a 2.
So this is Cotton Fair, but they've done away with the red, white, and blue, I think, or I haven't been able to find it. But you just put it on like this, and you got these really long. This is the cast on edge.
Yeah.
And you just tie it up, and instantly you're Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean.
That is nice. So now you said the cast on edge, that's your long edge, the long part of the triangle?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So then it's got a set number of stitches.
If you get that book, and it's only like $5.99, you can get it on Amazon. Knit, Pray, Share by Lisa Hennessy.
By Lisa who?
Hennessy. I think it's 2 N's and 2 S's.
That's a really nice giveaway for bingo night, wouldn't it?
Yes. And I think she has some other books too. They may all be knitting, but I know a lot of crocheters are learning to knit, and truly there's lots of, every project I've looked at has been beginner friendly type pattern.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. So that Madonna said, "You look bitching in that." I look like a motorcycle mama or somebody. But Julie Chafee Mazza, I don't know if you know Jewel. I call her Jules. She's going through a really rough patch with having cancer right now. So I threw her name out as one that could use these, and I have her address if anybody wants to make her one, or if anybody just wants to send her a card or whatever. She gave me her address, so she doesn't have like a P.O. box or anything that she can leave on her channel, but if anybody wants to send her something, they can email me, and my email's in all my description boxes and probably my about page and stuff.
Right,
too.
right.
And also Sunflowers Creative Showcase and Crochet.
Yeah, Sunflowers on the way to chemo right now. She's listening to it while she's on her way. To
she's very open to getting some, and I've got her 2 started. I've got Jules 1 done, but I want to do her another one because this blue one is hers, and I just don't like how bulky the yarn is. Great. It's Pima cotton.
Yeah.
And it's soft, but it's just so bulky where you tie,
Yeah, for a do-rag, you want it to be a little thin. I'm just wondering, I was going to say I've got some of that Sunset Nights, which is gorgeous, but I think it's not, it's got a little teensy bit of the
metallic
in it. Yeah. And I'm thinking that
I don't feel of it, but I don't know that you would feel that. And people have asked me, can I use acrylic? Absolutely. Use anything that's soft. But I was just thinking since it's so hot, cotton, blends, cotton bamboo or just bamboo.
Yeah, I've got some like that Kobu.
This is Trubu.
Yeah, Trubu. Yeah. I love that. I just dug some of that. What is the name of that? The Ivy, the Gin Ivy.
Top. I want to do that too. Oh my gosh.
Pattern.
I want to do a million things. Pattern.
I found some Trobu to make that. I want to make.
Do you have the pattern?
No, I don't.
Just email Ivy.
Okay.
And
I saw she was actually on my thing on Saturday, and I didn't even. I was a nut job on during.
Somebody in the chat may know, because I was thinking. She was just giving it out for free. All you had to do was email her. She may have it like on Ravelry or something now. I'm not sure. Lisa's here.
That thing has been a
hit. Canada.
For sure.
Hey, everybody.
Look at that. Look at that Nightbot doing what he's supposed to do. Boy, if that wasn't a challenge. Good Lord. So, you do the do-rags, and you've got kind of a mission for that, right? And
it has a hashtag. Now I can't remember. It's hashtag doing chemo do-rags, DORAGS. It's either 2022 or 22. Maybe somebody in the chat can remember what I said. I'd have to go back and look it up. I'm thinking 22.
That's in your descriptions as well on your things.
No, but it should be.
It should be.
I need to do that.
Yeah. And then you have a couple other things as well. Why don't you talk about those?
You talk about the things I spoke about earlier, the darn good yarn. Yeah, I have just 2 affiliate links. Darn good yarn and Sashka. Sashka does these, I guess they're crocheted beaded bracelets. Let me show this arm. This arm has all Sashka.
Oh, that's
go away. I forgot to turn my ringer off. But yeah, they employ women, and they both employ women in third world countries, so they can feed, clothe, educate their families, and I think they treat their employees well, which makes me feel like not only am I getting a great product in this top, which you can't see very much of, but
ooh, nice,
gorgeous, and it's a lot of their stuff is made out of recycled sari material.
Yeah, the recycled.
I love their bags. This is darn good yarn. Now I get these bags, which on their site is like $47.99 or something.
wow.
They're
Oh yeah, those are beautiful.
huge, and they're made out of the silk sari material. Now,
Mm-hmm.
every one of them's going to be the same style, and it's got a great handle on it, and
Nice
it's
handle, yeah.
adjustable. But if you're a member, you can get them for $15.
Oh wow.
What a deal!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Holds a ton.
They remind me of the old quilts. I can't remember what we called them. But
Patchwork
remember
type
the
quilt.
old patchwork quilts, and they always had the crisscrosses at each of the seams. I love those
Mhm.
old quilts.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
And it seemed like they were usually made out of a little better the silks and the velvets and that kind of thing.
these are all recycled saris. And so's this top. I've got 3 of their tops, and it's just so lightweight. It feels like wearing air, wearing a
Mhm.
cloud.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely
Yeah,
gorgeous.
I just feel like it's a win-win, you know.
Yes, absolutely. So y'all make sure that if you want to go check out the
And I
Darn
do
Good
have
Yarn,
those in my description boxes.
yeah, make sure you go through her link. She'll get a penny or two for
Yeah,
you going
that I
in
usually put right back into the channel with
there. Hmm.
buying all the yarn so I can show the recommended daily allowance of fiber. I keep my squirrels regular.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I know a lot of people wonder, and with the super chats and things like that, it's the same for me. It's for postage and prizes, and so
I do a weekly
postage and
giveaway. I was
prizes.
doing 2, and then it just got to kind of be too much. Not so much with money, but we're just keeping up with
Keeping up
sending.
with it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've got a whole stack here from Saturday saying of things I need to mail out, and then last night's bingo, the winners from last night's bingo.
Yeah, and I didn't realize you did bingo till just recently. I'm gonna have to get
Every
in.
Monday night. Every
Every
Monday
what?
night.
Wednesday,
Monday.
Monday night.
Yep, every Monday night, 5 o'clock Pacific, we play 3 games, and the last game is Blackout. We have a lot of fun. Speaking of challenging evenings, last night was a challenge,
Oh
and
no.
I apologize again. Oh, it was just technical stuff. It was YouTube stuff.
Oh,
So
I've had
we're
some.
working on. Oh man, we're working on an alternative way of getting those numbers into us, and I was brainstorming a little bit last night with my.
How many numbers is? What's the range and how many numbers?
So you pick from 1 to 75, and the first 2. Thank you, Karen. The first 2 games we match 5 numbers, and then the last game you match all 9 numbers, and then the first person to get a bingo wins bingo.
Okay, so
And
we give you 9 numbers.
Right. So this
between
was
1 and 75.
our prize last night for the
What's
blackout
that?
bingo. It's a Mary Maxim crochet kit. So
Oh, they have a nice kit.
yeah, it has all the scrubby yarn in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean the prices are nice. They're not always this nice, but
Well, you can't, you can only do so much.
one of these Afghan hooks. This was one of our prizes last night. So really interesting things.
Very nice.
We just have so much fun. So yeah, make sure you pop in and sign up for
I'll try
that.
to do that. Yeah, I try to make Liz's Zingo, and Carrie the Yarny Elephant has a bingo on Monday morning.
I got the idea from Carrie when I saw her doing that.
So do you use the one up on the screen like that? I like that.
The exact same one. Yep. And last night we even figured out how to get it up on the screen. Before I was just showing it on my tablet.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Brenda. Yeah,
Carrie shows it up there, so yeah.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out. I'm not very technically.
Oh Lordy, I'm not either. I probably could be if I'd spend some time trying to learn things, but Nightbot and I are not friends. I
hear that.
Figure out how to get him as a moderator, and everybody's just going, "Well, just do this," and I'm like, "I'm trying. It's not working."
Brenda,
but I have a Chromebook. My little tiny $250 Walmart Chromebook, which has been a godsend, and my son-in-law bought it for me, and it's done great. Until just lately, it's been doing it, but I'm not so sure. And some of my subscribers said, before you go buying a laptop and stuff, it could be atmospheric conditions. We've had a lot of storms and stuff lately in the afternoon, but my sound will be crazy. My picture will be glitching, and I just don't know what to do when stuff happens like that.
I don't either. Hey, Susan Burke, would you send me an email? I need to talk to you. It's a lot of fun. I struggled with Nightbot for probably a month, and then finally figured it out a couple of days ago. Jeannie from Butterfly Crochet, we finally figured out what I was doing wrong.
She's so sweet and so good to help. And Sunflower Ashley has done some videos showing how to get Nightbot and stuff. So.
But yeah, if you need help with making it your moderator, because that was where I was stuck, and we finally figured out what the issue was.
Yeah,
I'm happy to help the tiny little bit of knowledge I have.
Right, and I don't edit it all. Number one, I don't know how. Number two, I don't want to take the time to learn, but I just want things to appear magically, because I think it's wonderful when people have the cutesy little intros and do the little noises and and words up on the screen and the outro, if that's a word. Or,
that's the exact word. That's the exact word. Yeah, AJ is really good too, and she helped me with a whole bunch of it as well. And I can't remember what I was going to say. I still have a little bit of COVID brain. It's much better, but it's still a little bit.
Girl, I can't blame my brain on COVID. Knock on wood, and thank you, Jesus, that I haven't had that. Mine's just squirrels. I'm as squirrely as I can be.
I understand that. So you have tell me about your schedule for your shows.
Oh, sure.
I know you do a lot.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 Eastern, and Saturday and Sunday at 3. And I did that because I was trying to help out our folks across. I was really thinking about the UK folks, so it doesn't really, and it's still late for them, but not, it helps them 2 hours, maybe, but.
Oh, I know. We forget that the overseas people.
And I was trying to fit in where there was, it's heavily saturated. Back then, it was a lot less than now. So I really feel for people who are trying to get a spot. And sometimes you just are going to overlap on somebody else's time, and folks just have to make a decision, or, there's always replay too. And some people have more than one device and look here for a little while. Sometimes I have to do that.
I often have 2 or 3 lives running.
When there's several folks on,
and
because you want to be at all the parties. You
want FOMO. I don't want to miss out on anything.
Exactly.
And when I was doing my first lives, and it was when I was doing my interview lives, and I'm like, what time am I going to do it? What time am I going to do it? And somebody, I want to say it was Angela, I could be wrong, my precious yarnery. She's like, there's no way you're going to miss everybody. Just pick the time that works for you and go with it. And, there were a handful of people that I watched on the regular, watching their lives. And I wanted to make sure I avoided Crystal's and I avoided Angela's, people that were kind of around the same time as me. And there's a couple people that I know that I coincide with, but I'm like, okay, she does 5 lives a week. I'm not going to be hurting her audience at all if I talk here.
And then I did feel a little guilty hoggish by taking 5 times a week, but it's just an hour. Some people, do more than that.
Yes. Yeah, mine tend to.
And I'll have to say that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is the only day I'm not on, I'm wishing I could. But then, I'll go to play, other chats where I'll see, a lot of the folks come to my.
We do. It's so fun to see our friends from place to place to place, so that, we can interact and see how things are going and just check out. It's, just like with Sunshine, she's on her way to to chemo. And so it's like, okay, so we know we got to be thinking about her and
Mm-hmm.
sending prayers her way. And hopefully we see her in a chat later on, either today or
So we
tomorrow.
can check on her, yeah.
How did it go? You know, and it's just it's a great way for us to touch base with people that we care about, but it's not someone
it's
that you
so wonderful to have our friends from all over the world.
All over the world. It's amazing.
All over the world.
Yeah. So amazing.
And we can just sit in our own homes.
Yep. Brenda, she found the money. She found the money.
I don't know about the money.
Well, Miss Dana had lost an envelope with a significant amount of cash in it.
Oh, no.
And she found it last night.
Thank you, Jesus.
Our hearts sank because it was a significant amount.
And she just made the decision that she made about that job. And I am so glad. I think the Lord is going to do great things for her because she's been so faithful to him.
Mm-hmm.
And just because God is who he is.
Right.
But,
So, so she found the money and she's got her job situated. So,
she does?
She does. And so she's taking a breather and she's doing some crocheting and working on that project. And
that's wonderful.
Yeah. So things, because it was not a good day for her yesterday. And
I know, and I saw that. I thought, how hard is it? How many people would do that? Take that leap of faith, as she mentioned. But sometimes you got to do that.
And it's just like you were saying. Sometimes you got to make that hard decision and do what's best for you, not knowing how things are going to land, how things are going to end up.
I'm like in all things, pray, and get your folks to help you pray. I'm always calling on my folks to help me pray about this or that, or let's pray for this person or that person.
And just so you know, y'all, she's got a live tonight, and I keep saying it's either 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock my time, but go to her channel, it'll be there. And she's doing it's called Creators Give Back or something like that. I'm so bad with names, you guys, but I'm going to be a guest on that tonight. Dee, I so wanted you to pop up on Saturday. I know you were in and out, and I just never got a chance to have you pop in and say hi, but I knew we were doing this today. So I
started to, try to holler at you about that, but you had a lot of folks up. So
I did. I had more than I expected. Thank you, Karen. Creators Give Back Party. And there's, I don't know how many of us are on there, a dozen or so. And we've all got little gifts that we're giving away. And so you don't have to do anything special. Just show up. And I'm sure you got to put a number on it. There's Miss Dana. Yarny YouTube Friends Giveaway Party. Dana, you've got a blue dress, so you can put the link on for that if you'd like to. 8 p.m. Eastern. Yarn Bar, it's Miss Dana. She's going to put the link up here as soon as she figures that out. So she found it. She found the money. So praise Jesus. Praise God.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a yarny. There's all kinds of non-yarny things. I am a Pampered Chef distributor, and so my gift is a Pampered Chef item. And but I've seen some of the other prizes, and oh my, they are amazing.
That's
so wonderful. This is one you definitely want to be on tonight. Absolutely, pop in there. So
sounds good.
I am.
Dana's so sweet to do that. Constantly.
She's always doing things like that. She's always giving back.
She sure is.
Just a minute. 6 p.m. Mountain, 8 Eastern. So that makes it 5 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Pacific. And then for Miss Seta, that's going to be 4 o'clock. I know there's a few people from Alaska, and I didn't even think about Alaska having a different time zone until I was talking with Miss Seta and figured out that she's an hour ahead of even us.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So one of the things that you do, I mean, you've got your lives, and we do lots and lots of visiting on your lives, and you show us your wonderful projects. So other than your do-rags, is there anything you want to show off?
Well, I'm constantly doing this, in crochet it's a joke that all I do is moss stitch because I do love it. And I have started a million projects in that. One guy, I love so many of you guys that are here and some that are not here. And I watch your, either your lives or your videos, whatever you have. But one person I really love is Crochet Creations by Christy.
Mm-hmm.
Or Christy ends with an I. And this was a mystery make along, and this is called Ring Around the Rosie. And I was so, because I do the same old all the time. I would have looked at this pattern and said, I can't do that. But I sure did do it. And it was easy. It's by the Lavender Chair.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Miss Ola Joe, another one of my fiber sisters. What's that?
Show the back.
Oh.
It's so pretty.
Ain't it cute?
Yes.
And there's an adult one.
Mm-hmm.
And after I did this, I said, and Sis Ola Joe was, I forget where I said it, but maybe on one of my lives, I said, I want to do an adult size for me. And she found it right at the same person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called, this is Ring Around the Rosie, and the adult one is Pocket Full of Posies. Well, I made that one too.
I haven't done that yet.
It.
Nice.
But I made the large, which large was the largest size. And I don't know how to make things, bigger. I don't know how to alter stuff. But when I got to the armholes, I'm thinking, this ain't gonna for me. But it looks great on my granddaughter, and she's a little tiny thing. So the sizing for that, or maybe the yarn I used or whatever, I used some bougie Noro, but my granddaughter will be 15 in September. She acted like she loved it. I think she did. And I said, you better not. I said, be honest, because you will not hurt my feelings.
Right.
And I'd rather somebody, that will wear it and have it. But and it looks so cute on her, so I'm tickled that I think
I made that out of a couple of shades of purple, lavender and white, for my little granddaughter, my great grand last Christmas.
You got a great grand?
And we got two of them.
You must have started when you were 10.
Pretty close.
It's the Lavender Chair.
Yep, that's exactly the one I made.
And this is the adult one.
Nice. Yeah, I do want to make the adult one. Actually, it's Mister's daughter's oldest. So
okay.
He's got almost 10 years on me. So
okay.
I remind him that on a daily basis. You're much older than I am. So yeah, I did. That just shows me that I can do stuff, and I used to always say I can't read patterns. Yes, I can. I just choose not to. Right. I'm real happy with the one row repeat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 row, 2 rows. Yeah. And y'all know that I was challenged by Darla, the Crafty Yarn Owl. She
designed some beautiful stuff.
I know. And she was on my show a couple weeks ago, and she had just released a new pattern, hadn't even named it yet. So we named it right there on my show, and it's called My First Top. And I
was watching.
Yeah, it's a raglan. So Mister's only 21. Right, Dana. Dana has decided that he and Mister are both 21 and good luck.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. And so I committed to making that thing, and I started it by gum, and we are chugging along, and here we are. This is how far I've got on it.
That's how a lot of times I'm showing, I'll get a new yarn and I just have to dive in, and it's moss stitch. I'll have all these little tiny pieces of moss stitch.
Yep.
Oh, Lordy. And a lot of my folks do, or some of my folks that make things like I got another sis is the Crotchety Clogger, and she makes these cool row counters.
Oh yeah, I need to get one of those.
She's got an Etsy shop. It's under the same name as her. Look how pretty that is.
I know, it's beautiful.
And I can make these, but I'd rather help her out, you know? Right. And I like the way she jazzes it up. It's bougie. Yeah, so I'll do a little commercial for her. It's the Crotchety Clogger on Etsy.
Yep.
Same name as her channel. And Bridget, Queen's Crafts by Bridget, she makes those pretty bags.
Beautiful bags. Yeah.
So I'm always doing, I say, I got to do my commercials now, and I'll show one of Bridget's Japanese knot bags. You know, I just like to help my folks that make things, and especially the folks that could really use the help. And I'm always asking for folks to run Madonna Ballard's playlist, because I know she can use that YouTube check every month. So
yeah.
But
Madonna, I
great bags. I'm always calling out Ola Joe, because she's got the Furls affiliate link, and she's always so sweet to do lots of like Furls giveaways. And
I know her. I love her channel. I love her stuff. And
she rings us aboard, and we have jobs on the ship, on our cruise. Her live is a cruise too.
Going on a cruise.
Wherever.
Yeah. Whoops. I didn't hit the right one.
There's HD. Howdy, everybody in the chat.
There we go. That's who our guest is next week, is Miss Yarnbarf.
It's Christy.
Yeah.
Boy, she is so funny. And she's got a video out because Bailey Nutcher has a celebration coming up. And she just, so she put out a new video for that. So everybody make sure you go watch it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's so many people I like to support.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's why we sit here in and up with 1 or 2 or 3 different tablets running all at the same time with different people stuff. Yeah, but I wasn't aware that she needed watch hours.
Who's that?
Oh my gosh, who did you just say?
Madonna. She doesn't need it for monetization. She's been monetized, but you know, in order to get a check, you gotta have at least $100. Well, to get that $100, you gotta have folks watching you.
Yeah, we gotta watch. And just so y'all know, we don't get paid because you watch the video. We get paid because you watch the commercial.
And that's what I'll tell them, to run her playlist, like even overnight, and in a room where I've heard that you're not supposed to mute it, that it doesn't count. I'm not sure about that, but
I actually researched it because somebody told me that. And here's how that works. You can turn it down
just so it registers. Right.
But if you actually mute it, then it won't count. But you can turn that volume all the way down, because I do that all the time. I'm sitting here.
I'll leave this in my craft room, and I'll sleep in another room, but I still turn it down, I turn it down so it registers. But I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I have the closed caption turned on. So because I'll read it while I'm watching TV, or I'll be reading one while I'm listening to somebody else's live.
And of course, I'd like folks to actually watch Madonna's videos too, because she is a scream. She's hilarious and talented too. But you know, just to help her with, you know, even food for the month, that she might keep my A. She's not saying that, but she's the type that won't say anything, won't ask for help, but might really need. I get the feeling that she just, in my heart, I just feel like she really use the help,
a little support. Yeah. Absolutely. I know, Yarnbarf. The shipping costs are just out of this world. And that's what I was just saying a little while ago. The super chats that people have given me, I was so very thankful. And Dee, you were one of those. So very thankful. And that's all for, it's all going for shipping costs. because the shipping costs are just that's the thing that holds a lot of people back from doing giveaways, and we love to do it. We love to
I do worldwide, but because I can, and it's one a week. But that's another reason I went from 2. I was doing just one a week, and then I was doing 2 because some people, I was doing it on Sundays during my Sunday live. Well, some people might be working then, so then I started doing it on a Wednesday too. And but and it was me just not being able to keep up with it. But and that's not to say that I understand totally why some people can only do U.S. only, or if they're in Canada, Canada only, or whatever, because it is crazy.
It's crazy.
But I'm at a position now, since I get my Social Security check, and I usually do get a YouTube check every month, so that I can do that and it not hurt me. But sometimes it will. I've sent I've sent a couple to Australia. Oh, then I sent one, and this was just me and another podcaster friend doing some switching, and that was the first time I had sent internationally, and I sent to Sweden. Ooh. And it was $60-some bucks. But what got me was she had to pay, I think it was
on her end, she's
$40 to get it.
Yes.
Even though I had marked it as a gift, what got it was the value I had put down of it.
I know. I understand 100% on that. And I've been lucky because I tell people with the bingo, I can do worldwide. But, if this was the gift, then they
might get a gift card or something instead. Yeah. And I think most people are very understanding of that, and that's just fine with them.
Yeah, and I've got a whole box of things that are small enough to fit in, Notion type things that are small enough to fit in.
I've sent one to Canada before with stitch markers or something. I was able just to put it in a card, even with a little bit of bubble wrap, and I just sent it for whatever it was, a couple dollars instead of.
Yep, I've done the exact same thing. So we do what we can to have fun and make this stuff work out, because that's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about.
Having fun. Blind Stitches Creations, I absolutely want to do that. It's on my list.
Blindfold challenge.
Yes. And I need to do it.
I've done one. That's all. That's it, and that's all.
I can't
and
even
the person that tagged me to do it, I thought I was just going to knit or crochet, which would have been bad enough, but she had me sort and change. I'm like, oh, well, I can do that. I can feel, the difference between and nickels. Wasn't near as easy as I thought.
In a previous life, I had a father-in-law who was blind, and I remember he would take his money and fold a corner down, and the money had to go in his wallet in a certain order. And then he would have this corner is for this corner is for that. And his daughter would help him line it up in his wallet. But then he could tell by feeling the edges. He used to tease me and say he could feel the dollar bill and see what it was. And I'm like, you cannot. And then I finally realized it was the corner. It was the way he had.
Marsha Lee likes to kid me. She'll say, I see so-and-so and whatever. And I thought, well, maybe she can see more than I think she can see. She even changed the name of her title from, what is it now? Blind Stitches Creations. It was Seeing Stitches.
Right. I remember that. That. Yes, Cheryl won one of Bod's big giveaways.
Oh my gosh! And Pat Dancer. I don't know if you know Pat Dancer, but she's one of my. I call her Shuggy Pat Dancer. She's one of my good original squirrels, my OSs. But she won, and Lordy, I was happier than if I would have won, because I ain't got no place to put it. But
I don't even put in for them anymore. When there's 7,000 putting,
right.
I don't even do it anymore.
But and that's what Pat said too. She's like, I don't know. I said, well, somebody's got to win. You never know.
Yeah, like that darn lottery.
I won one of her Facebook giveaways. Yeah, it's been a while back, but yeah, I did. It was when we could put in more than one. And honey, I was tagging everybody, his brother, his mother, his uncle, grandpa. But still didn't think I would win. I did. But about a month or probably 2 now, I'm up some crazy hours. That's why my sleep's all screwed up. But anyway, I found that Bod had one of her mystery boxes, and it had been like 45 minutes to an hour since she had put the word out, and I thought, and there were only like 4, so I thought, well, they're gone now. Well, there was one left, and I got it.
And don't you feel like you won when you were able to buy one? I did the same thing. I got
it was like $90, $70 plus the shipping, but the value of those bougie yarns was probably about.
There's yarns in there I couldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. And the bad thing was I had it delivered here at the house while I was in Texas. I had to wait 5 months to see my box.
Oh no.
It was so hard. I almost had
but it was like Christmas by the time you got to it, right?
Yep. I almost had Miss Morgan open it for me, but I'm like, no, I want to open it and look at everything and touch everything. We're so weird with our yarn, aren't we?
I see it's our toys.
It is.
Yarn, notions, hooks, all that stuff. They're our toys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Miss Granny.
It's that
time. Miss Granny's got a strict deadline. She's a busy girl. So she.
Well, and y'all know y'all that know me know I got that 1 hour bladder, but I am getting. I say have to go, or I did while ago to the eye doctor, but I get to go to the eye doctor. I'm so thrilled.
Yep, it is.
Because I need some new glasses bad. Y'all folks that listen to me read, bless your hearts. It's been a struggle lately.
Yep. So, Granny, one more time, tell us when your shows are on. Not that everybody doesn't already know.
That's all right. Thank you so much. And I've enjoyed so much being with you. You are a love.
Oh, thank you.
And I'll be sure to be shouting you out lots. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 Eastern. I'm live for an hour. And Saturday and Sunday at 3.
Perfect. We're going to say goodbye to Granny D. Y'all stay here, and we're going to visit for just a couple more minutes.
Thanks. I'll be down in the chat for a little while.
All righty.
After I take my little skip to the loo.
Yeah, I know. I get to if I can drink more of my coffee while we're talking, it becomes dangerous.
Right. I've so enjoyed it. Thank you so much for having me, and love to you and everybody in the chat. See you, sweetie. Bye-bye.
All right. Oh, gosh, wasn't that fun? She's just a delight to chat with. Oh, thank you, Ola Joe, for popping that up there. I appreciate that. Yeah, I watch Granny D, and she just makes me laugh every single time that we watch her lives. And I try to catch as many of them as I can. And thank you guys for staying with me. I wanted to say, first of all, say some hellos. I've seen some names popping by some new names. Oreo Mouse. I know I don't believe I've seen you on here before. And I wanted to answer a few questions. Oh, take a breath. So, Susan, the email is here. I'll run it across the screen one more time. It is, there we go. Roamingwithrover3@gmail.com. That's my regular email. And you can send me something there anytime you want. If anybody wants to drop their link, just type in the word drop. It will, I want to say it picks and chooses, but it puts a time in between them. So if we have 5 people drop all at the same time, it's not going to list all 5 of them right away. So, but go ahead and drop your link to your channel if you'd like to. Make sure you join us next Tuesday at the same time, 8 o'clock Pacific. And we've got Christy from Miss Yarn Barf. No, I said that backwards. Miss Christy from Yarn Barf is going to be our special guest. And excuse me. And I'm just so excited to meet with her and visit with her. So make sure you pop in and check that out. Every Monday night at 5 o'clock Pacific, and I'm trying to see if I've got a link for that. Tuesday, Monday, here we go. Every Monday night, 5 o'clock Pacific, we play bingo here. It's live, and you can go over. There's a video that shows the bingo lady. It's the grandma saying, "Out of my way, I'm going to bingo." And it says August sign up. Go on in there and put your numbers in. We had quite a bit of problem with the numbers in there last night. Make sure you say something. Don't just put the list of numbers. YouTube seems to not like that for some reason. So even if you just say, "Can't wait to play, see you Monday," and then give me the list of numbers, that seems to help quite a bit. We're trying to come up with an alternative way to get the numbers to us because YouTube was just giving us fits last night with withholding the people that had put their things in. So the giveaway for the pretty pink yarn, I can't reach it. Let me grab it real quick. It's gotten farther away from me. And there were two. Oh, it's two gifts, actually. Here's the pretty pink yarn. There's the pretty pink yarn. And that is the rewatch prize for Saturday's celebration. So you need to put your comment in there. That's the rewatch prize. And we're giving away this. We're going to have two prizes for the rewatch prize. And the rewatch prize will be drawn Sunday the 7th. Oh, Angela. It was a cluster last night, let me tell you. In fact, let me check real quick and see, Angela, if I even have your numbers. That was the problem. There were so many people. I do have your numbers, Angela, so you're good. There were so many people that had put their numbers in and they weren't showing up. So we really, really struggled with it. Regina, friends are more important. I'm here every week and you go visit with your friends. And we also didn't have Miss Morgan to keep me in line either. So I was a basket case last night. Absolutely. But yeah, so this is the giveaway. And we're also giving away a $10 gift card, which was donated by Linda Simpson, our beautiful knitting Linda. And so you need to watch the replay and it'll tell you what you need to do in order to put in for this drawing. Okay. And you don't have to watch the whole thing. Trust me. It was 4 hours and I was exhausted at the end of that. But you need to watch it for a little while and it'll tell you what to do. Okay. Regina, it's rewatching Saturday's celebration video to put in for the rewatch giveaway. The two prizes, we've got this yarn and the $10 gift card that Miss Linda donated. So we have those two prizes and we're going to be doing the drawing based on that. Yeah, did you have storms, Angela? What happened? How come you lost your stuff? But gosh, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for popping in and all the new people for popping in. Like I said, I know Oreo is new here and I need to apologize again for requiring you to be a subscriber in order to leave comments. Last week, we got really beat up pretty bad with spammers, putting those nasty grams in there. And so we found this is kind of a workaround to avoid that. Hey, Peppermint, I don't think I said hi to you. Blind stitches, I will do it this week. I think this week is going to be a little better on my world than last week with Mr. going in and out of the doctors and the ER. And thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers. He's doing much, much better. It was just almost like it was bad. And then one day he just woke up and he felt so much better. We're still keeping an eye on him and he's having some breathing issues. and the doctors have decided it's after effects of COVID. And so we're just keeping a real close eye on it. But it does seem to be, I think he's turned the corner on it. So thank you so much for your thoughts and your prayers. So Blind Stretches Creations, I will do my best to do that video. I can't imagine being able to do it. I can't imagine being able to actually accomplish it, but I'm going to give it the old college try. And, oh, Angela, I hope your power is all settled. All settled. Ooh-wee. And Crojo, so happy you popped in. Ola Joe, I'm so happy you popped in. It's great to see the new names and the new people. It's just so much fun. I'm just going back real quick here to see if I miss saying hi to anybody. I think the names that I'm seeing on here are people we've talked to. Miss Jennifer, she was muddling through with us last night. And yeah, I think that's probably, so don't forget tonight, Dana, let me see if I can, I think I can put the link in. Let me see if I can. Let me just see. I'm trying to figure this stuff all out as we go along, you know. But I believe somebody told me that I can put a link in to somebody else's thing. So let me find Dana real quick. There's Miss Dana. And her thing tonight is right here. And let me do a copy. We're going to share. We're going to copy that link. And then we got to come back to me. Come back to me. And it's here. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can drop this. Okay, I think that's it. I think I did it. So I think that's the link for tonight's show for Miss Dana. But if not, if that doesn't work for you, pop over to her channel, and it's the first thing that comes up on her channel. So you'll be able to get into it from there. There's going to be a lot of good chatting tonight and a lot of good giveaways. D Yummy, hello. Yeah, it's always so much fun to interact with new people, learn about them. And I think so many of the times we see what's going on and we see what they're doing in the current. And I love to hear the background of things. I love to hear how they got started. That's what really interests me, is how do people get started? How did you get to where you are? And, you know, what keeps you going? And she has such interesting things. I love when she reads the books. I am thinking of doing a reading one later on this year. I'm thinking of doing Sense and Sensibilities, and we'll see how that goes. See if people are interested in that. I feel like I have to. I don't know that my voice is going to be not interesting, not soothing. You know, you hear yourself talk and you go, "Oh, my voice sounds so weird." And so I'm not sure if me reading a book is going to be something that my voice is okay for people. So we'll find out. But that'll be later on this year. Yes, you're correct, Karen. I already did check that. It's already in public domain. When I was looking around trying to find a book, I was looking at the Agatha Christie books, and I also don't want to do one that someone else is already doing. And Dee is doing basically the Agatha Christie series, so I don't want to do that. And I thought about doing Little Women, and there's 2 people doing Little Women already right now. So, oh, that's a good idea, AJ. She's going to check with the publisher and get permission. That would be the other thing, is to actually get permission. Oh, here we go. Here's our whack-a-mole. Let's whack-a-mole these guys. If I've got any of the, if I got any blue dresses in here, Dana, can you hit these people? See, even putting them here. I'm going to see if I can block it. See, even making them subscribe. Dang it. I thought making them subscribe was going to take care of that. So now does that mean those people have subscribed? Now I got to figure out how to go in there and get rid of that. Good Lord. Right, Jennifer? That's probably where most of us heard our voice the first time on an answering machine, and you're just like, oh no, that's terrible. Hey, Darla, good morning. I'm so glad you popped in. Yeah, those terrible trolls. I showed Did you see where I showed how far I am on the sweater? And then I've already messed it up. So I have to tear it out and start over because I forgot to connect it at the neckline. Oh my Lord. I'm such a dork. Everybody knows I'm such a dork, but I've had that deadline for the sock. And so I've been really focusing on the sock. Well, now that deadline is gone. I'm not done with it, but the deadline is gone because my class is officially over. So I have to finish what I'm working on and go back, and she's still going to show me. She still has to teach me how to do the Kirchner, the thing for the toe. Karen, is that right? Am I saying that right? Kitchener. I think it's Kitchener, like kitchen, Kitchener. So once I get that done, then I can focus on your top. And one of the gals on here, if they're subscribed, I can block them permanently. Oh, good. That'll be a good. So I'll go in there and look at the subscriptions. Kitchener. Okay, good. Kitchener. That's funny. Interesting, huh? Yeah, this is so much. There's so much involved in all of the behind the scenes stuff on this. And I appreciate you guys helping me with that. I've got a handful of really great moderators that help with all of this because I could not figure it out on my own. So I'll finish doing the instep, and it looks pretty simple. It's like, I think it's a couple of decreases and then a couple of rows of knit. So I'll get through that. Then I'll get to the end, and I just have the Kitchener. But again, now I don't feel that heavy pressure because, I got to have this done by Friday for my class. I'll get it done when I get it done, and then I'll pop in and sit down with her and show me that. And then I'm tearing the whole thing out because it's a bloody mess. I'm tearing the whole thing out and starting over. I'm thinking of going to Crazy Sock Lady and watching her and do her sock. And then I'm not worrying about following a chart and trying to mess with these and I know people love the magic loop thing on the, I'm sorry, I keep messing with my face, but it's itchy on there. I know that's annoying for you guys. I apologize. What I was trying to say is Jennifer, who watched our thing as well, Miss Jennifer Dunn, took up that same challenge, Darla, and she has done your top, and it turned out wonderful. So even if I haven't got very far, other people are doing it because of us visiting with it. Graphgan. Oh, good. So Dee, you want to hit drop, and we can all go and look at it. She has created a beautiful sweater using a Graphgan, and she's got it listed on there now, so we can all go look at it. Super excited about that. Hey, just for funsies, tell me what project that you guys have in mind that you want to work on. I've got a huge list of them, but so it can't be something you've already started. So my top down doesn't count. And I'm going to say my sock doesn't count since I've officially started one, even though I'm going to start another one. But I think I'm going to say something that I really want to do that's on my list. Oh, Granny D's gone already, Darla. So now it's just that check. She had an eye doctor appointment. So she had to skedaddle and get out to her appointment. You'll have to watch the replay because we had a lot of fun visiting. So, right, I know you guys are used to me blathering on for 2 hours. But yeah, Granny had a commitment where she had to get out of here and get her some glasses so she could see. And that was more important. So I think for me, Darla, did you get your package? Just curious if it got there yet. I've got to get out to my post office box. In fact, I'm going to do that when we're done here. I have to, it's a 20-minute drive each way for me to go check my post office box. So I only get out there about once a week. Right, Karen? My list is forever long. I have like 1,000 patterns, but one that darn Ivy talked about, Jen Ivy top, is something that I really, really want to do. And I don't even have the stuff for it, but I want to make one of those pickle jar. Shoot, I've got something just popped up on my screen. I hope you guys can't see it. I've got something popped up on my screen here that it won't let me close it. So I've got it, it's blocked right in the middle of the screen. Here, I'll put my phone up here so I can see. But that darn pickle jar cowl is really calling me. But I want to learn the tapestry. Yes, Cheryl. I'm going to make that tapestry bag, and it's by Butterfly Stitches. She's got a tapestry bag. Butterfly's going to be a guest in September. Don't hold me to the date, but like the 13th, I think is what we decided on. I haven't even written it on my calendar yet. We just agreed. We just picked a date this morning. So, and I'm definitely going to talk to her about that tapestry bag. I bought the bag. I got the bag at Hobby Lobby that she said to get. And so I definitely I think that's a really good way. And there's another gal, AJ, what's the name of that lady that is doing she's got that tapestry make along, something in Oaks, Juniper and Oaks. I think that's it. Juniper and Oaks, I think. She's got a monthly crochet along doing a tapestry. But the very first month, she did one that was just little, like a little bigger than a mug rug, maybe. Yeah, Juniper and Oaks. And I thought that also would be a good way to figure that out. Because my understanding is once you get the hang of it, AJ's doing hers. Once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard. And let me try again. Maybe I can close this thing now. It's one of those pop-ups that you get, and it won't close. It's just sitting there spinning in front of me. Tapestry mosaic crocheted bag. That's it. That's what I want to make. That is absolutely what I want to make. So I would say that's the next style of crochet that I want to do, the next genre. I've got a couple of blankets picked out that I want to make for here out of that. And they're going to be, I don't want to say complex, but it's going to be a big project. And then I've got possibly a crochet along that I want to do with y'all. So yeah, blind stitches. I don't like panels either, but with this, my understanding is you can move from one section to the next without any problems. You just move on to the next art. I think, that's easy for me to say because, I haven't done one yet, but I definitely want to learn. And, it's funny because it seems like this is the year of mosaic. Everybody's learning mosaic this year. Well, I ain't going to do it till next because I had too many irons in the fire this year with moving and getting settled in the new house and everything. So I'm putting that off. Until next year. But Mr. for, how it is with our family. They've seen so much of this stuff. They just, they have no interest at all. But Mr. saw this blanket pattern that's tapestry, and he said, I want that. And I'm hoping that's it. The Wild and Free top. How do we get that pattern, blind stitches? How do we get that pattern? I can't figure it out. I spent an hour last night trying to find it. So you hold the key. Yes. Wrap, Miss Trish does wonderful wraps too. And I did finish the wrap. Well, actually it was Darla's wrap, but it was a crochet along from from Trish. So I did finish that. It really turned out pretty. That's going to be a Christmas present for someone. And that's okay. It's just like blind. It's just like us using our phones, and everything is autocorrect. You can't. It's always like playing on a game show, trying to figure out what people are actually saying when they send you a message. It's not a problem at all. But yeah, if anybody knows how to get that pattern from Miss Ivy, I've got my yarn all picked out and I'm ready to go. I just can't get a hold of the darn pattern. And I searched and searched last night trying to find it. I was not able to figure out how to get it. And somebody said that I might have to just email her, and I'll be doing that. That's the thing I'm going to do later on today. But yeah, so Darla, let me know if you got that box. I want to make sure it got to you. Wow. I'm starting to get tired. Yep, drop. It won't, when you type drop, it won't do everybody. It'll do one or two of them for some reason. Jennifer did the mosaic blanket from the crochet crowd. Oh my, and put your names in it. Goodness. Oh, wow. I sent that. I wonder if it was held because I sent it. Well, I told you the day I sent it. 2 or 3 weeks ago anyway. I'll have to dig through. Yeah, Jen Ivy. It's Jen Ivy Creations, I think, is the one that has the pattern for that top. I'll have to dig through my receipts and see if I have the receipt and see if we can track it. That is so strange. It should not have taken this long. I'm trying to remember. It was over 2 weeks ago. Oh, yesterday was a holiday, but still, I've heard that they'll randomly grab packages that are going into Canada and hold on to them. And that's the only thing that I can think of. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how long ago that was. Do you remember when I sent that package to Canada and I told you it was so bloody expensive?
No, I don't, but it cost a fortune. I know,
but I never did tell Mister how much it cost to send. At least 2, if not 3 weeks. So maybe we'll see. We'll see. Gosh, that's a shame. I'll double check. I'll dig through my receipts. I save all the receipts when I mail stuff off, and just in case there is a problem with it. Go to IVB's channel. I did. IVB Creations. I went there. Okay, AJ. I think that's her. I'm gonna click it real quick here and see if that takes me there. Let's just see. Ivy Creations. Hello, Ivy Creations. But that top is just gorgeous that she did. And it's, it's the colors that drew me to it. And of course, I've got beautiful, beautiful purple yarn. Queensliff Heart. I'm not sure. No, this is a This is a hairstylist. Nope, it's not that one. Yeah, and that was the other thing. I had a heck of a time finding her. Her channel name is IVB Creates. Yeah, that's it. The Wild and Free top. I know when I looked up IVB Creations, there was several of them. There were several of them. Whoops, now I've lost my... What happened? Now I can't see anything. Live chat. Well, I can see the chat now. I can't see my pictures. Maybe it's just going to take me a second because I popped out. Looks like she's got nice hairstyles, though. July 20th. Okay. That's about 2 weeks. I can't remember. I didn't send it super fast or anything, so maybe it's still on the way. Ugh. That's weird. I don't have the video anymore. I hit live chat and I get the chat, but I don't have a camera. I love technology. I absolutely adore technology. Good Lord. Well, guys, we are coming up on an hour and a half. And I know you guys have better things to do. And I'm going to drive out to the post office box because I know I've got some things sitting there. And I'm in the middle of placing an order to get some more cool, fun stuff for giveaways for our bingo night. And then what? Oh, and then we've got Dana. We've got Miss Dana's show tonight. So we got to make sure and everybody get on over there. And she's got, I'm pretty sure, I'm going from memory here, and y'all know my memory, but it seems to me she said she's got a dozen guests on there that are doing giveaways. So we got to get ready for that, right? Okay, Darla, good. Next week, our special guest next week is Christy from Yarn Barf. So we're going to have a hoot there. Make sure you are ready to laugh quite a bit. That's what I understand. And Angela, send me email. Send me to the roamingwithrover@gmail.com. And I think we need to do a raid over to Crystal. I just got a notice that she's getting ready to go live. So let's do a roaming raid over to Miss Crystal. Okay. I think that's a good plan. It's a good plan. We'll talk to you guys all later. IVB creates. Yeah, let's go find that pattern. Susan, yes, I want the pattern. Susan, can you email me? roamingwithrover3@gmail.com. And it's the number 3. roamingwithrover3. Yes, absolutely. Woohoo! I think we may have got us a connection. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys tonight. We'll see you guys tonight at Dana's Live. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.